Are you going to the hardware store? Well, as soon as you pull into the parking lot, your car might have been scanned by Flock. Flock's cameras. What are these Flock cameras? Well, the Flock cameras are an AI camera that can automatically read license plates. They can also pick up information about your car. And it's a company worth $7.5 billion. They recently this year raised about $300 million in the new funding round. And they're also they're monitoring the roads in 49 out of 50 states. I like to think of this as a Palantir for cars. And if you haven't heard my Palantir report, check out TBOT episode number. It's really important because the data that's being gathered by these license plate cameras capture information about the cars, and then it can be searched. Now, this is a website called stopflock.com, www.stopflock.com, and they're saying here that the system uses AI to create a vehicle fingerprint, identifying cars not only by license plate, but also by color, make, and model, even bumper sticker placement, even bumper stickers. Man, you can't have any fun in this world now. And this lets law enforcement search for a blue sedan with damage on the left side, even if it doesn't have a license plate. So, cameras at popular stores such as Home and Low Depots are now feeding into the system that's Palantir-like. Maybe it even integrates with Palantir. Now, this trend fits into the unified surveillance paradigm that I first introduced in that report on Palantir, where governments can sidestep the Constitution and civil liberties simply by having private partnerships or by letting private companies aggregate surveillance data because they have contracts with different stores. And it's one of those Hegelian dialect problems because as crime ramps up, more and more companies will turn to surveillance networks like these. They use it for loss prevention and different things like that. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's other stores that are using it as well. But these stores, they typically are publicly traded. They're typically owned by the same several financial firms that are covered in the Pyramid of Power, which is a great documentary you should watch. BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. And so a lot of decisions like these happen at a high level. Now let's figure out where exactly are these cameras in the United States. So 404 Media was the group that originally broke this story, and it was off of an EFF Freedom of Information Act request. Now the thing is, they uploaded a document that was not searchable, so I found that kind of annoying, even though it was alphabetical. So I created a searchable document that has the text embedded in it, and you can visit archive.org where I've uploaded it, and you can search in your area. See, you can download the file and search in your area. So let me skip down to where the Home Depots and Lowe's are. Where are they? Here we are. So in this document, there are some groups that simply have access to the software. You could think like a university police department or a local library. They don't have cameras, but they have access. And there's also places that have cameras and also have access. So you'll see Lowe's here. They've got 2 cameras, number 2305, whatever number that is. So I bet there's a place where you can search up the number for a store and you can see if they're outfitted with cameras. The police departments can have up to 10, I've seen, cameras, but these stores, as you can see, there's a lot of them, have about 2 to 3 cameras, maybe 4, depending on the size of the store. So this is very, very interesting news. It's really changing how I think about going out into the public and going to big box stores like this. Without knowing it, you're driving in and boom, suddenly you're on a police database. As this grows, as the surveillance network grows, I'm sure these are not the only companies. I'm sure there are other companies that are doing something similar, maybe working with different countries like Axon, which has a competing product. But we just need to be more cautious about the places we visit. This isn't theory. This system is already in place. And our best chances to deal with all these issues is to shop local, mom and pop stores. that are unlikely to waste money on this kind of crap and violate their customers' privacy.